Thank you very much, Rabbi Kripke, and welcome everyone. It's a great evening and part of an important mission. Touro is lucky enough to be celebrating its 50th anniversary, along with its designation as Touro University. So tonight's Heroes event is part of that celebration. Embodied in Touro's DNA since it began was a commitment to serve the underserved. Our founder and the only predecessor I've had as president was actually a member of what was essentially New York City's first Civil Rights Council in his early 20s when he was secretary to the organization. And those values of making sure that we bring education and equality throughout the city and throughout the country have been embedded in Touro since we began. We're very proud of what we've accomplished over 50 years. Right now, we're a leader in healthcare education. You heard about the campuses that are part of TouroCOM. Touro actually operates 5 medical school campuses in the United States, soon to be 6. And with some of the expansions that we plan, we will soon educate 5% of the physicians in the United States. We've long known that there are tremendous disparities in healthcare in the United States. And one of the frightening things about our city, Mr. Mayor, is that if you look at the average survival in different zip codes in the city, the average survival can vary by up to 20 years. That's a disparity that's shocking and something we have to work together to try to help. And part of that mission to help that is to create physicians who can serve as people who can relate to the community. And that's why tonight's event to celebrate increasing diversity of the healthcare workforce in New York City.
Josh told me that we were having this event today. I wanted to be here, Mr. President, and show my support as well. But I also, want for us to think differently, particularly the young people who are now going into their medical experience. I remember as a police officer in those early years of policing, I would stop at a house on a block where there was a horrific act, shooting of some sort. And the families on the block would come to me and they would ask the question, are we going to be all right? Are our children going to be fine? And I would tell them yes, but in reality I know it was not true. I know that crime was suffocating our community, and I knew that it was only a matter of time before one of their family members were going to be a victim of that violence. And it caused me to experience in those early years what I later found out was PTSD. Your body does not know the difference between going through trauma or an experience or thinking about it. It responds the same way internally. And it wasn't until we turned around crime during the early 90s, going from 2,000 homicides a year, that I was able to start to sleep better and feel better. And say, I tell you that story because I want to say to you young doctors, there are patients that's going to come inside your clinic. They're going to start out with pre-diabetes, then they're going to get metformin and elevate to diabetes, then they're going to go to insulin, they're going to lose a limb. Diabetes is the #1 cause of non-trauma limb amputation. They may lose their sight, they're going to go into dialysis. And they're going to continue to erode. They're going to ask you over and over again, if I take this medication, am I going to be fine? And you're going to tell them yes. But you're going to watch these families continue to erode medically in an unsustainable medical institution that we have all across America. Don't think for one moment you're not going to experience PTSD. Don't think you can go throughout your entire career as a doctor, watching, telling a grandmother you're going to lose your limb, telling the family member you're going to lose your sight, telling a child that you're now pre-diabetic, you have to go on insulin over and over again. It's time to move in a new direction.
We got busy in Harlem to make sure that we were a part of that institution. And then we came here to Touro and found a home 15 years is a long time, guys. Family. Yeah, we became family. Let me salute you, Dr. D, for the work you have done.
Yeah.
And where is, she heard our voices loud and clear. Walter Edwards fought the good fight before we became an advisory board. He went out into our community and the naysayers, elected officials, you know I'm gonna tell the truth. Dr. Palmer, you know I'm gonna call it out.
Yes, I do.
We had people saying, no way do we need this college in our community. It's not gonna serve us, it's gonna push us aside. Those of us who are already doctors, we're gonna lose out in Harlem. Walter Edwards, on his own, went out into this community and convinced people that no, that was not the right way, that we needed. And let me tell you today, I would not stand here, any of you who know me. You know, I don't pull punches. If they wasn't true to their mission, I wouldn't be here. They've been absolutely true to their mission of inclusion for diversity. And we, as the community, have to do the work to encourage our children that this is a field. We can't leave everything to Touro.